dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you. I say one dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you. Think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you.
It is the 26th of July 2022. I must say a happy independence to Mother Liberia, who is celebrating 175 years of independence. 175 years is not a small time to have basically given independence. And so Liberia saw the entire African continent gave birth, she as the mother. But at the end of the day, one has to do a critical analysis and ask some very tough questions. Is 175 years of independence versus the other countries in Africa or around the world, can we compare economies? Can we compare technologies in different fields? Can we say that we have achieved an advantage having gotten independence 175 years? What do we celebrate, or what are we celebrating today? And so one has to look at his standard of living, his ability to support his family, his assess to compare with other countries' economies that gave birth after. And so those are some things that Liberians will have to contemplate, and wherever or whatever the condition or the present situation, may they all work in unison to achieve one common goal, which is prosperity and freedom for all. Happy independence to Mother Liberia. Today, we who are in the community of TAC, we have a lot of references in the crypto industry of those who were early adopters in Bitcoin. We have Hania Glasgow out of Jacksonville, Florida, that sold 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 boxes of pizzas that worth less than $40 US. We had Howell out of London that threw away his hard drive with his Bitcoin password, of which the value amount was over 6 point something million when I read the story a couple of years ago. We had also Eric Finman, a dropout at the age of 15 who invested in Bitcoin around the age of 10, 11. And we also know of his story as a multi-millionaire today. We in TAC also have our own stories of persons that we would have, that we know to exist today. I frequently mention Prosperous Prince out of the UK, who were given first mover advantage information on Bitcoin, but he did not take up the investment. Some 10,000 Bitcoin for less than $20. We also had Madam Blessing, who were given an opportunity to invest less than $5 for over 5,000 Bitcoin. I also met Mr. Kenneth Okpara out of Sokoto, Nigeria. He was, I guess at the time, the deputy coordinator or a state community coordinator, I believe, in Sokoto State. He had 100 Bitcoin, but sold it for less than 45,000 naira. Today, that would equivalent to about $110. That is Kenneth Okpara story out of Sokoto, Nigeria. An opportunity. He had 100 Bitcoin today at his lowest price is worth over $2 million. And so we can draw from all these people what they had in common and what we can learn. And one thing that I believe we can draw is that we have a tendency to follow the crowd. In other words, we want to see it work. We want to see you're making money. And that is always our mentality. Is it working for you? When you're making money, let me know. Are you familiar with those expressions? When you're trying to introduce a new concept or a business, is it working for you? When you start to make money, let me know. You know, one of the leaders sent me an article today about TAC being a scam, and of which I believe the person is seeing that for the first time. But it is an old article that was written by allegedly a white woman working at ZDK, one of our granddaughter slave master, who at the time was supporting Calvini and Rajaver, BCH, Bitcoin Cash. And so, not having the information, she went and she allegedly penned all type of falsified information. And that was before we even certified the coin or we went on an exchange. Because one of the statement that she alleged, that we did not have any coin. We did not have any coin. That's what she was saying. But I've often repeat that everything that was said we put them to shame. We put them to shame. And so the question is, how can you be on 3 exchanges on a blockchain if you don't have a coin? That's the question. How can you be on 3 exchanges and have your own blockchain, trading with all major cryptocurrency globally, and you don't have a coin? How possible is that? See, this is what happens when we as people of color decided to come together to make a difference. They think that they have monopoly over wealth. That is the mindset of our slave masters' grandchildren. They believe that they have monopoly over wealth. They believe that they dictate who goes up and who come down, because that is how we have been conditioned as a people of color, to believe that anything foreign is better and anything white is best. And we just saw what happened in Abuja, where the first government organized symposium, only whites were able to present crypto that is held by majority blacks. That is it. And so we have a lot to do and a lot to conquer. But here we are nonetheless, with an opportunity that requires patience, because that is what patience and foresight, and insight. We need to develop a mindset that will take us to places that we have not been, so that we can achieve what we have never yet achieved. Because if you have been there, it means that going back to the same place will give you the same results. And so, Tiashans, the world is adopting cryptocurrency. I don't think I need to emphasize that one. At least you should know that by now. However, as you know, abundance always have foresight of things that are yet to come. And if you go back to my audios and videos, a lot of things that I said in the past, they're happening now with the big whales in the industry that are taking over. And some of you who are here, there, and nowhere with red, blue, yellow, uptown, downtown coins, running after every airdrop, not being meaningful. One day, just like Tesla Luno showed you, you will have nothing. I've said it before. All these things are just distractions. I said TBC admin was a perfect example of how we as people of color believe that foreign is better and white is best. Because at the time when I exposed TBC's scamish policies, I have my own who jump ship. They say TBC admin cannot work with abundance, and I can't work with him either. The same person that jumped ship, Abaka Michael, in less than 2 weeks, TBC exposed him as a serial scammer in the organization. These are the people that say they can't work with abundance, but they're right. They're right. And 3 years later, you have another one who said abundance do not have the formula. She now came out in a audio basically repeating my findings of 3 years ago. It took her 3 years. O Tiashans, may we wake up from slumber and cast our net on the other side so that we can get a different result. This is Chief Abundance. Good morning.